I want us in the shot. There you go. Now walk toward us. Check it out. We got our totally rad, totally tubular, awesome to the max show for you today because we're checking out Retro by the Vantaggio Brothers.
That's right, homeboy. We got something funky, fresh, and delicious inside. So come join us.
First off, let's scope out the retro cocktail menu. You might recognize the name of some of these cocktails if you were hanging out at Applebee's or TGI Fridays in the 80s and 90s, but these versions are more than meets the eye. All these drinks were cool, light, and refreshing. I'd recommend every one of them. Hi. Hope you're enjoying the cocktail portion of this video. While we wait for the food or the grindage, as the kids say, I thought I'd tell you a few things about the restaurant. The Vantaggio Brothers, or Volt Brothers as I call them, are one part fine dining geniuses, one part weird scientist, and 100% awesome to the max. That sounds familiar. Anywho, inspired by the best of the 80s and 90s, Retro offers a most excellent dining experience, unlike any in Vegas. Remixing American classic dishes to create something totally new and fresh, yet still familiar, with a totally bitchin' throwback vibe. Oh look,
your appetizers are here.
Bon appetit. We ordered 3 out of the 4 appetizers to get things started. Cheese and crackers. Actually, barbecue pork rinds with creamy whipped brie and a bright pimento vinaigrette. Creamy, crunchy, and acidic. I love deviled eggs, and these with the smooth hollandaise sauce and the salty caviar were wicked good. Next up, one of the main food groups from our childhood, pizza rolls. Out of all the apps, these were my faves. A soft brioche savory roll stuffed with pepperoni goodness. We kept the party going with ordering almost everything on this part of the menu. Dude, do you remember these Swanson chicken pot pies? Well, check out the Vantaggio Brothers recreation of these. These things came out scorching hot, much like the old classic ones, but super savory and the perfect amount of truffle flavor. What's that?
Another cocktail.
I really shouldn't say no to that idea.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, you read that right. That's OE 800 and it's served in a paper bag.
That's like the fanciest old English store that I've ever done in my life.
That's dope, dude.
I used to steal these.
This is gangsta, where them gangsters at. We the reason you be running in your afterlife. Keep it going, banging in your afterlife.
Okay, I never want to eat ceviche again without coconut ice and nori crackers. A perfect version of the classic shrimp cocktail with the addition of shrimp crackers. This blackened octopus was too legit. Perfectly cooked, perfectly seasoned. Okay, check it. Traditional escargot may not be for everyone, but this version with an Asian twist was sweet, sour, spicy, and we could not stop eating it.
The neat round spaghetti you can eat with a spoon.
Spaghetti-O.
I definitely remember these, but I don't remember them tasting like this. Start off with a choice and moist meatball, add perfectly al dente house-made pasta O's, smother them in a rich creamy sauce, and you get one of the most righteous pasta dishes you'll ever have. This was a great version of chicken and dumplings. The chicken thighs were so juicy. On to Mom's classic pot roast. Only this one's made with Wagyu beef cheeks that were so succulent and tender you could cut them with a spork. And some old school side dishes. House-made shells with cheddar cheese whiz. Fancy mashed potatoes, but with a pat of butter on top to keep it vintage. And some green bean casserole. Too bad it wasn't this good when I was a kid. Our last savory dish, their version of lobster thermidor, with the addition of life-altering lobster pancakes, making this the big kahuna of all lobster thermidors.
Hooray!
This is what you get when you give Granny's key lime pie to the Vitaggio brothers. A deconstructed version that was light, bright, and refreshing. Perfect way to end the meal. And just for nostalgia purposes, we had to get the cookies and cream pudding, and I'm glad we did. Big time thanks to the stellar staff at Retro and Chef Michael and Brian Vitaggio for taking the time to come say hi and chat with us. To paraphrase Chef Michael, fine dining doesn't need to be stuffy and pretentious. It can be fun, playful, and unassuming. And Retro clearly proves that. Don't let the vibe fool you. This isn't just some gimmick or novelty restaurant. The food here was absolutely delicious and on par with any fine dining in Vegas. Just way more rad. Retro is a residency restaurant and will only be here for a year, so grab your posse, hop in the DeLorean, and book it down to Retro right here in Mandalay Bay.